Natural.
Act natural. Act natural.
Our next stop is a 2-acre organic farm in North Philly that was founded by a group of young students, artists, activists, and organizers. They literally transformed a garbage dump that was neglected into a farm and a communal and artistic safe haven.
I think a lot of folks have seen neglected, abandoned factory sites all over the city and in a lot of other cities. And those are scars of economic tragedy, right? Like a lot of people move into our neighborhoods when these factories were thriving for those jobs. And so when these factories shut down, all the jobs disappear with them. And it's a really destabilizing thing that happens. And so from there, you find that a lot of historically thriving economic Black neighborhoods start going downhill. And when you combine that phenomenon with the added, layers of racism and racist policies and policing that happen in these neighborhoods, you end up in an impoverished community with not enough economic opportunity, not enough food access, not enough educational access. We've figured out a way to kind of start healing some of those scars with urban agriculture.
And just like Sankofa, while the food is what they're growing, their emphasis is really on the community and making sure that this is a community-run operation.
There's a lot of mirroring of capitalist values. And so there's a lot of expectation for us to scale. It's like, so what are you going to do to scale? Are you going to have more gardens?
What's your 5-year plan?
And I think that for us, like, rather than growing wider, we want to grow deeper. Instead of having more gardens and like kind of imposing what's worked on this neighborhood and other neighborhoods, it may not work that way elsewhere, right? But what we do want is to get better at what we're doing. So how can we provide more jobs? How can we provide more food? How can we provide more programming and stability? For this specific neighborhood is really where our intentions are set moving forward. The process is also the fruit. The means is it is the end. And so the things that you learn from being in a cooperative space, being in a place that has decentralized leadership, being in a place that operates on consensus is challenging. It's not always easy, right? Because it's also challenging our norms about how we relate to power. And so I like to think that we're not just doing something different, how we do it is also fundamentally very different. The how is also a huge part of the what and the why.
They work with students and volunteers, provide employment and leadership development opportunities, and with the events that they host on-site at the farm, they're able to offer dynamic platforms to build visibility for local and emerging artists, plus businesses of color.